third gear, fourth gear, third gear, second gear, neutral. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Today we're going to be talking strictly about two things that you guys have been asking me a lot about, which is rev matching and downshifting. So let's just jump right into it. Before I start anything, I want to get this concept down with you guys because it will help us in the long run and it will help you throughout this video as well. So what I'm talking about is when you are in a normal manual car just cruising down the street at normal speeds, listen to this carefully. First gear will always range between obviously 0 to around 20 miles an hour. Second gear will go from 20 to 30, third gear from 30 to 40, and then fourth gear from 40 to 50. And then obviously your fifth gear, which I have here, I have a 5-speed manual. You can go up to whatever you want since it's your cruising gear. So remember those terms because it'll help us out here in a little bit. Now, you can't rev match and downshift without the other. They both go hand in hand together. That's why I'm making this video about both things at one time. Now, let's just talk about rev matching first. I will give you guys a little scenario so that you guys understand a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Say you are cruising down the street, you're going 45 miles an hour on fourth gear, and there's a light up ahead and it turns red. So what we tend to usually do is press down the clutch and leave the car in neutral, and we slowly start braking up to the light. But what happens when that light just suddenly turns green and then we have to go? We obviously slow down, we were in neutral, and say you went from your 45 miles an hour down to about 30 miles an hour. What do? Now, this is where that concept that I told you about earlier comes into play. If you're around the 30 mile an hour range, that means in a normal scenario, you would probably have to put it back into third gear. And that is what I want to talk about. The procedure of how to downshift and rev match up to that point. Okay, so how do we get the car rolling from being in neutral, going 30 miles an hour, having to put it in third gear? Well, that's where rev matching comes into play. Rev matching is just how it sounds. You're revving the car up to the desired RPMs to match the speed at where you're going. I know it sounds a little complicated, but I will show you guys this when we go driving down the street. You are basically having to place the RPMs where it would originally be at when you're going 30 miles an hour. Rev matching is just giving it practically, I would say, a love tap on the gas, which bumps up your RPMs. And at the same time, as soon as you're doing that, you're putting the car in third gear and releasing the clutch fairly at a fast pace so that your RPMs doesn't fall back down. So this is what it means. It's giving it a love tap, which goes your RPMs up to around 2,000 RPMs. And as soon as it's up there, you quickly press the clutch, put the car in third gear, and then you release the clutch, and then your RPMs remain at that desired spot where third gear should have been before you even put it in neutral. Now let's go out there so I can show you and so you can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going 45 miles an hour. I am taking it out of neutral. My RPMs are going down. I'm braking. And now when I have to put it back into third gear, I'm gonna give it that love tap. And then put it into third gear, and now I'm back to normal. Have you noticed my RPMs? All you have to look at is my RPMs. So I'm going 45 miles an hour again. I'm taking it out. It's in neutral. You see how my RPMs are going down? I am braking. And say I am around 35 miles an hour. So I will give it a love tap. and then put it in third gear and back to normal. That's how you have a normal transition between fourth to neutral to third. All right, now listen carefully, guys. What I just taught you was rev matching. You can also do this in second gear, because if your car slows down all the way to around 20 miles an hour, you have to put it in second gear and just repeat the process. You give it that love tap, get it up to around 2,000 RPMs, let go of the clutch, and you will have a smooth transition. Now, I taught you guys how to do this first because in order to downshift, you have to know how to rev match. So let's talk about downshifting. I will give you guys another scenario that will help you understand a little bit more of what downshifting is all about. Now, let's say you're cruising down the street. Let's do fourth gear again. You're going around 45 miles an hour in a normal scenario, and you're coming up to a light. It's still green, everything's good, you're driving normal, going 45 miles an hour, but suddenly around maybe 20 yards in front of you, the light turns yellow, and you just want to gun it to go past that light before it turns red. Well, you can't just gun it, you can't just press the accelerator. You're gonna be too low in an RPM to do that. That's why a lot of people love standards, because you can actually have complete control of your car and put it in whatever range of RPMs you need to go fast and to do it quickly. Now that is what downshifting is all about. You go from 45 miles an hour on fourth gear, you press the clutch, you give it that love tap right away, you skip that neutral thing that we did when we were rev matching and just go straight into third gear and let go of the clutch. It is actually more simple than what it actually sounds like. So one more time for you guys. You're going 45 miles an hour in fourth gear. You have to haul butt to pass that light, or just for any scenario, you just want to go fast. You drop that gear, meaning being in fourth gear, press the clutch, rev the car up to 2,000 RPMs, put it in third gear, and take out the clutch. That's what downshifting is all about. That way, your car is going 45 miles an hour, but now instead of being in fourth gear, it's in third gear, which is a lower gear of your car in a higher RPM, which increases the velocity of your car going and accelerating. All right, so once again, let's go out there on the street and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so once again, I'm going 45 miles an hour. Right now, I'm going to downshift into third gear, so pay close attention to my RPMs. That's all there was. It was a quick love tap, and now my RPMs are higher. I'm in third gear, but going at the same speed, which meaning now I can just go fast. All right, now once again, I'm going in fourth gear, and I will drop it to third gear. That's all it was, guys. You press the clutch, you rev it, and you put it in third gear. All right, guys, hopefully you can see in this angle a little bit more of what I'm doing from the outside. Now, I'm in fourth gear, I'm going 45 miles an hour. Now, what I will do is press the clutch, downshift, give it that love tap, and then release the clutch. So, fourth gear. That's it. Now my RPMs are around 3,000. I'm still going 45 miles an hour. Now if I want to redo this and put it even into second gear, it is the same thing. I'm going 40 miles an hour right now. I'm in third gear. Now I'm in second gear, and my RPMs are at 3,000, still going at 40 miles an hour. Third gear, fourth gear, third gear, second gear, neutral. Alright, well, this is where I'll be ending this video, guys. Please leave a big thumbs up if you enjoy this content. I know this video is not going to make you an expert in downshifting and rev matching, but at least it'll give you a good understanding and a good concept out there when you're doing it by yourself. All I'm doing this videos is for you guys so that you can better yourself and have better peace of mind out there when you're driving. So comment down below how you're doing, your progress, and I will be more than happy to read them and respond to you guys. But as always, thank you so much for all the love and support on this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.